Hello and welcome to the 15th tutorial on how to program in Gscript2. So let's open our MPC and scroll down to the bottom of the for loop. Now let's make the MPC run a bit faster and smoother. Let's change this to 0.5. The loop will loop faster because the delay in it is lower, which will make the MPC run faster and smoother. So anyway, let's take this out in the beginning to change the ONI and add it into the for loop. It doesn't matter if we add it into it or outside of it since we're only beginning calling it once, but I'm just going to add it inside. Also inside the for loop I'm going to add this dot dir is equal to 3. This will change the direction to right. The same with this, we can also add it outside the for loop before it, but we're just going to add it inside. So watch what happens now. The MPC runs to the right, it's very smooth, and then it just stops, and it's still running in place. Let's open the MPC, and after the for loop, let's add some code to make it stop running. Let's change the ONI to idle, then go here, sleep 1 second, delay a second, then change the direction to 2. So when we save this and upload, moves to the right, looks down, waits a second, then looks down, then it just stops. Let's say we want it to move backwards. Well, we just copy the for loop, and we take out the first parameter that changes the n value. Here's the thing. In the first for loop, we created an n value called an n variable called n. A temp variable called n and made it 4. Then once it was 20, it broke the loop. Currently, it's 20. Now here we can just take this out. N is 20 right now. It doesn't just and the variable doesn't just stop once the for loop is over. Temp variables only get deleted when the function is over. So it's currently still 20. Here we can just get rid of the first parameter or add null. I'll just put nothing there. Then change this line to is greater than 4. This is going to make it so as long as the x value is greater than 4, it's going to do whatever is here. Then let's change this last parameter to minus 0.2. So it's going to go back. It's going to go to the left. It's going to subtract the x-axis and make it go left until it reaches 4. Then it's going to break the loop. And we can change direction to 1 to make it face left. Then just copy this code here and put it under the for loop. Oh, and add a sleep here. So there's a delay between the running and the waiting. Same here. Even though it doesn't matter right now, but we'll see what we'll add later. So let's save it. Upload. It's going to run to the right. And stop. Wait a second, look down. Wait a second, then go back to the left. It's going to look to the left. Wait a second, look down, then wait a second and do nothing. Now let's say we want it to go back and forth over and over and over and over. Infinitely. What we would do is make it, as I like to call, a function loop. What this is you put on player enters the name of the current function, which is on player enters, and a semicolon. This pretty much calls a function. It's going to jump, it's going to read this line and jump straight to whatever function is being called, which is currently the function it's in. So it's going to read this and jump way back up to here and go back down this code and do it over and over and over again and over and over and over again. It's just going to keep going down back to here, then going back up, and then back down, and then back up. It's going to keep going left and right forever, really. There's no limit to how many times you can loop a function. In fact, if we wanted to, we could change this to on created. Instead, it would jump to onCreated and run this function again, but then nothing would happen. So we want to just do onPlayer enters. It's going to jump back to this function, run it again. So let's upload. As you can see, the NPC is running to the right, waiting, running to the left, waiting, then running back to the right, and it'll do that forever now. So anyway, that's it for this tutorial. I taught you a bit about how to loop a function and how to call other functions too and jump to other functions. And that concludes this tutorial, and I'll see you later. Bye.